this is where Splunk stores the data. I'll tell you in detail. I'm just giving an overview of how Splunk works and where it stores the data. So when I say indexers, then storing the data and indexing the data, after all this being done, Splunk stores the data here. Splunk home folder, and where, leave, and Splunk. So this is where Splunk stores the data. And okay, before moving forward, are you clear about this high-level process question? I know
Okay.
you still have a lot of questions,
Yeah.
but
No. Mm.
I'll try to explain it again.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Kaushik.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm done. Yeah. I'm done.
Okay. Now, now I have said a couple of things. Storing of the data. So what it does and how it does, right? Storing the data. Look at this funny picture. Okay, before that, when Splunk gets the data, before I explain this diagram to you, let me tell you how Splunk reads the data. So far I told you how Splunk gets the data. Now, how Splunk reads the data. So as I get the log file from you, I need to know what type of data it is, because your log file can have any format. Right? It can be single line, or it can be exception log, or it can have you know 30 lines, which are related. For example, let me open a log file. It will be easy for you to understand. Let me go back here. I should have something. Let me open up a log file, okay? And then it will be easy for you to understand. Not here. Yeah. So this is a log file. It is access log file. So what it stores? Let me check. So first one stores the IP address of the user, then the timestamp, then the type of request it gets. So when I say type of request, it is um, in three-tier architecture or in Java or any architecture. And basically client server system, right? Um, there, there are the request types. There are a couple of request types called get request. You can have get, you can have post, you can have delete. These are the type of requests that you can use in any client server architecture. Then the URL you are requesting for, and this is another HTTP response code that server sends you. A server, when you send a request, a server sends a response, right? Now a server sends a lot of response. So it can be a successful response, it can be error response. Even in error response, it can be several errors. Suppose your requested data does not exist. That can be one error code. Your requested server is not available right now, or the server is down. It can be one error code, right? Sort of thing. So like 401 is an error code. I think if I'm not, I don't remember it right now, but I think 401 is your data does not exist, or the data you're looking for has been moved out to somewhere else. So that is 401. There is 200, which is successful. So you can say there are a lot of 200. 200 is successful. So server could successfully find this location, this URL, and the response has been served to the client. And then this is, I think, I don't remember right now, but this should be a process code. So these are the things that not Splunk, that particular system that logs into the log file. Now, there are a couple of terms that you need to remember.
Hello.
Yeah,
Hello. You said
yeah, go ahead.
401. If it comes, it says an error. I did not get that.
Yeah, 401 is an error, yes. 200 is a successful record. 401 is
It's
error.
not normally they're gonna use like this for.
Depends on the log file, okay? So, for example, if you, this is a line, this is for an access log file, right? So the access log file, the system which generates this type of log is web application. In any web application, if you have a web server, like Apache, yeah, Apache is web server, yeah, or JBoss server, or even Windows WebLogic server, yeah. So all these web servers in the web server part, these are application server as well. But in the web server part, it will know what type of system is sending the data or sending the request, and what is the response server is sending back. So this is till this point, it is a request part. So it tells you the client sent a GET request or client wanted to get some data and the data from that particular URL. Then this particular area says, okay, server tell you whether or not server could serve the response or not, right? So here, server can, if the server sends 200 response code, which means server was able to respond back to the properly respond back to the request. It's an error, yeah. So here, only 200 is successful. Phone of one, let me search. I don't remember what phone of one does. Let me search HTTP code 401. Phone 01 unauthorized. 200 is success, is unauthorized. The request has not been applied because it lacks valid authentic credential for the target resource. Which means whoever has accessed this request or tried to request for this URL did not have proper authentication, did not have proper access. That's why, even though they were able to send it, the server could not respond back. That is 401. Okay? Clear? No, 200 is successful though. 200 is the legitimate response. 200 is a legitimate response. It's a successful. So that means server could respond back to the request. Not only 401, there could be other as well. Let me see if I can find any other. 200, 200, 200. There will be 503. So I suggest you. Okay, hold on. See, let me send you this. Maybe it will give you some idea. Here, while I'm talking, you can refer to this. I sent you over chat. So you can refer to this URL and you'll see there are a lot of HTTP codes out there. As you can see in my screen, there is these are the you know number of HTTP codes that server normally refers. So you don't have to go to the details. Think about this: 100 or one the cross or one series or two series. I'd say two series. Two series is always success. One series is just informational, like info in the log. Three is redirectional. So redirection is, let's say you are searching for, suppose my laptop is a server and you are, last time 3 months back when you searched for some result, you searched in my laptop. But now when you search, you find server saying that the data is not here, data is now residing in one of my friend's laptop. So what it will do is, it will tell you that, okay, guys, you should not come to me. You should go to another laptop. So that is how the server response